Hey guys, how are you? My name is Adam Jason and I am the founder of BRRRR.com. If you've seen any of my videos before, you know that I like to come at things with kind of a unique manner, combining my experience both as a BRRRR real estate investor, which I always believe is the best strategy for growing wealth through real estate over time, as well as my experience as an attorney representing Fortune 500 companies, large real estate companies and banks in transactions throughout the world. So what I like to do is provide you the legal tips that I think can be helpful for your portfolio and things that you can be including in your lease agreements, your construction agreements, your property management agreements, put you in the strongest position financially to support the growth that you're looking for. Today, I want to talk to you about an issue that I see come up with clients and that I think is something that you could easily be covering in your lease agreements to put your portfolio in a better position. I call it the security deposit catch-up. What do I mean by this? Well, our goal obviously as we have tenants and we're filling properties is that they're going to be long-term and that every year we're going to be having an increase in rent. Let's say it's 5%, which is what I go for the rental properties in my portfolio. What you have then, unless it's covered in the contract, is a gap between the rental amount and the security deposit amount. So if you're initially renting a property for $1,000 and the security deposit matches that, that's great. But then in year two, you are raising the rent, let's say 5%. And so it goes up another $50, but the security deposit is not changing. You still have that initial $1,000. What I like to do is put in my contracts that as the rent goes up, the security deposit also has to go up by the increase to match it. So your check that starts year two, where you're having that 5% increase, wouldn't be for $1,050, it would be for $1,100, and the other $50 would go towards the deposit. Why do I think this is important? It's relatively immaterial in the first year, but as things build over time and you're compounding that rent 5% annually, you can have a pretty large gap. You want to make sure you're covered in the case of repairs, defaults, all those kind of things that can come up as you hold a property over a number of years that a while from now, let's say you have a tenant that's going to be in a property for 5 years, that initial $1,000 is not really giving you and your portfolio much support. So it's a really simple thing that can be covered in your lease agreements. At BRRRR.com, I provide all the lease agreements that I use for my projects in my portfolio. They're simple to use, easily modifiable, obviously prepared by a professional attorney, and we cover off this piece of the puzzle for you so that you can be sure you're including that language in your contracts. So if you think it would be helpful, join us over at BRRRR.com. I think it's a great thing for your portfolio to make sure that that payment is always staying consistent so that you have a nice reserve in your account in the case of any issues or problems that go up. I hope you like this video. I'm going to keep doing them so you're getting more and more legal tips, small things that can make a big difference in your portfolio. Thanks for taking the time, and I'll see you in the next one.